Welcome to Shomach Shom on the daf. We're holding in Chulin daf tes. The Gemara with base starts a sugya of chamirta sakanta me'isura, meaning regarding Issur, we may go based on chazaka to determine if something is mutter, but regarding Sakanah, we will not do that, and we'll be more machmir regarding Sakanah than regarding Issur. What is the reason that chamirta sakanta me'isura? Really, the Gemara with base addresses it and asks the question. We both have a din and we're going l'chumrah, so why should you have a difference? So the Chazal Sefer says over here, davar nifla moed, davar pashut and nifla moed. His pshat is like this. Regarding Issur, Issur is black and white. Issur is either mutter or it's asur. And let me explain what he means. When we're talking about halacha l'maisa, we always have a din. The din should be either yes or no. It could be that the cheshbonis that come in to figure out all the different shittas and all the different opinions, that could be many different cheshbonis that go in there. But the actual halacha, what to do, is either yes or no. It could be that the halacha will be yesh mokum lehakel, but here we machmir. So the ma'aseh here we machmir, and if you say it's mokum atzorich, so here we makel. The ma'aseh you have to come and choose one. This reminds us of what Reb Tzadok HaKohen mentions in the Gemara in the beginning of Eruvin. We mentioned this in previous year many times. The Gemara there speaks about the idea of Eilu ve'Eilu divrei Elokim b'chaim, meaning B'Sham and B'Silel, they argue, they're both saying the truth. Shivim pointing the Torah, but they're all emes. But Allah is like one. So it says Reb Tzadok, what does it mean? How can it be they're both true, but Allah is like one? So it says Reb Tzadok, it depends where you are. In the level of Torah, up there in Shemaim, things are not so mugbal, not so limited. You can have two opposite things and they both will be true. Shivim Parim La Torah, you have many different opinions in Torah, and each one of them can be emes in a certain aspect, in a certain inyan up there in Shemaim. But when you come down here to this place, to Olam Hazeh, down here in the world, you must choose one way. You can't come and do both. That's why it's called halacha lashon halicha. I have to choose where I'm going to. Yes, everything is emes, but l'maaseh halacha is like one opinion. And then he goes on to explain that that's the reason the whole Piskei Halacha, the Gemara Eruvin tells us, all depends on that. Because the Gemara, for example, says that Rameir lo omdu al daisoi. Why Rameir belongs to a higher place, a place where things that are opposite of each other can both be true. But in this, we'll have to choose one or another. You can't have two things together. Halacha is always choosing yes or no. You have many cheshbonis before and many things which are emes. But in the end of the day, it's either a yes or a no. This reminds me of a ma'aseh that I heard from a good chaver, Rabbi Frisch, in the name of Issur Reisman. Rabbi Issur Reisman became a Rav. He said that a woman came to ask him a question. And he starts saying, well, Aliba, this shita, it's okay. This shita is not, sir. Maybe you have shalakil. So the woman tells him, Rabbi, I just want to know, is it yes or no? Mutter or asur? Don't confuse me with the details. And Issur Reisman said he learned from there a very big Musar Haskell, how you paskan halacha. When you're this, when you're learning in yeshiva, you could come and figure out different ways, different inyanim, they have to go into the sugya. But at the end of the day, halacha l'maisa, it's black and white. It's either a yes or a no in this case. Sog the Chazal Sefer, Issuro, in the end of the day, after everything goes into play, we have to we paskan one way. And that psak is the real halacha. You don't have to be choshesh. Once we said halacha like one way, if the halacha is that's mutter, I don't have to come and say, but maybe there's a Issur. If you have Issur, which is batal b'shishim, and we say it's batal, so it's mutter. There's no other chashashas. Masha'inkin b'sakana. If you have a 10% sakana, you don't have a bitul. Sakana is a reality, is a mitzias. If I have here a danger, so that's something that you cannot ignore. That's the pshat, chamir sakanta me'isura, that's the pshat of the Chazal Sefer in our sugya. Anyone who wants to join or sponsor the Shomach Shava Shiurim, please email shomachshava@gmail.com.